Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Cancer might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for May 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year or so from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you will find a message for you within the reading. And if it feels like it doesn't about to sneeze, completely resonate with you, keep in mind that this is just a generalized reading, and if you know your other planetary placements, please listen to your other signs as well for additional messages. Okay, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Okay. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer for the month of May 2020? Sorry if that shuffling is very loud. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer for the month of May 2020? One more time. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer for the month of May 2020? I'm going to divide these into three. 1, 2, 3. All right, the card on the bottom of the deck, which you'll see at the same time I do, is the King of Wands. Okay, this is the overall energy for this reading. So as we go through this spread, I'm going to show you how this card will relate to the other cards that come up for you. The King of Wands talks about a lot of to me, it's almost like someone who's bipolar. I mean, at one turn, they're playful and loving and sexy and romantic and passionate. And at the other, they are, they're fire. They are maybe argumentative. This represents like fire signs and stuff. This could be someone who is like quick to anger, that has like a warrior type personality. All right, so that could be someone that is influencing you and your reading for May. Okay, now for those of you who are new here, I do 4 columns. The first column is for you, what you may have been dealing with, the person you might have recently been dealing with, and persons and situations and things that are coming your way in the near future. The second column is for your beloved, your intended twin flame, soulmate, karmic partner, maybe somebody you just met, could be an ex that you still have those very deep soul ties with. Basically this is going to be the person that you think of the most, the one that you're thinking about when you wake up in the morning, and the last person you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. I know who mine is. Do you? All right. The third column is obstacles, challenges, fears, and anxieties. And in the last column, it is outcome. All right. Now, your column, all right, you've had a lot of things that have been on your mind. You feel like maybe there has been a time that you have been betrayed. Very possibly it could be this King of Wands that made you feel that way. You feel like you've been taken advantage of. You feel like you're like you have been betrayed, backstabbed, all of the things that go along with this 10 of Wands. Now, this being a 10, that tells me that, this is the ending of a cycle. If it's not already over, this could be something from your past. Maybe not even recent past. This could be something that's happened a while back that, 6 months or more, a year, a couple years even. It's causing you to, very carefully consider how you got there, why things happened. You're retracing your steps. You're taking this time. Everybody heals on their own timeline. So let me move all this junk up here so I have more room to place the cards. All right, so yeah, it tells me that, you've been thinking about these things. It's been hurting you. You might, somebody could say, oh, well, y'all broke up years ago, or y'all broke up 2 months ago, or y'all broke up 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. Like I said, everyone grieves on their own timeline. And grieving is really a good word to use sometimes when you are in separation from your twin flame. You miss that person, you miss that connection, you miss that sex, you miss all of the things that bind the two of you and keep you together. Even if it was a toxic partner, or it could be a karmic partner, it could be, sometimes these things turn into codependent relationships, and it makes you feel like, you really are in a position now where you are looking back on it, and you may be starting to understand some of the dynamics that happen, and you want to ensure that you don't repeat those again in future relationships, or if you do find yourself in a situation with this person again in the future. All right, this is what your partner is saying right now. This is what they're feeling. This is what they're thinking. And they see you as someone who offers them a lot of love and nurturing and mothering and all of the things that go along with the Cancer personality, that warm, comfy place that they can fall when the rest of the world is falling apart around them. They are the kind of person that may tend to go out and about, and they could have, many different things going on, many irons in the fire, many different options. But whenever things fall out of place, they always look at you as someone that they can come back to, that they use you to start over. And I just said use you to do. It's just going to be really quick to say, not use you as in they're using you, but when you think about it, when you have a person, especially when it's a karmic partner or even a twin flame, and they are still maybe more immature than you, as long as you allow them to keep coming back and coming back and coming back and falling into their safe place with you, they don't progress on their individual journey. And it's actually hindering the two of you coming back together again and finding your way to that divine counterpart relationship that you want with this person. So yeah, you have to think about things like that. You can be satisfied now, and then everything falls apart, and just take little parts of this person whenever they are in and out of your life, or you could have this exquisite absence so that when your partner does work through what they have to, and you also work through your things, that you can come together in that divine counterpart situation. So your obstacles and challenges are, you are still taking that time out healing. This person really, really hurt you, and you are looking forward to the future. You are hoping that it includes this person, or at least someone that can provide you with the love that you deserve, and the same sensitivity and the same emotion and the same effort that you're putting forth into this relationship. Whenever I see this Four of Swords card here, you see the soldier laying on his coffin. Back in the day, soldiers would go off to war. Before they did, they would have their coffins built. When they would come home, if they didn't perish, they would spend time, 30 days or sometimes more, and they would sleep on top of this coffin every night so that they could realize how traumatic what they went through actually was. And you see the three swords that are hanging over him, and this one's right by his side. To me, that's like somebody who's been scared or abused or whatever, and they're sleeping with that knife under that pillow, so it's right there in case they need it. And this is kind of the situation that you're feeling, and this person that you loved so much traumatized you to the point that when you do think about that future with them, you're still a little uneasy. Okay. All right. All right, now in your outcome, we have the Ace of Swords as well as the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is telling me, this kind of relationship could work, but the both of you have really got to get to a certain level. And this, we were just talking about this Four of Swords here, and we have the Nine of Wands, and this is like you are continuing on, but at the same time, you're waiting for that other shoe to drop. You are waiting for, whatever little antic they're going to come. You're not able to enjoy what you are actually experiencing. You're not being able to be mindful and living in the present so that you can like just savor every moment of your life at this time. You're constantly worrying about what's going to happen next. All right, now for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, okay? And the first row pertain to you, the second pertain to your partner, obstacles and challenges, and then the 4th row is final outcome. Now I've just okay, I've just put 2 cards in each column. That's 8 cards. I'm going to do this 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. And by the time we get to the end of it, then we have a pretty good little storyline about what's going on. Okay, so for you, we have the Hierophant and the Knight of Cups. Your partner is the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Why does that not surprise me? Okay, your obstacles and challenges are the Chariot as well as the 6 of Swords, and your outcome is 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. I'm so sorry about that. All right, let's talk about this. So this person you see or you previously saw as the Hierophant type situation. This is somebody that you wanted to spend forever with. This was your other half. This was your person you saw as your divine counterpart. This is somebody that you saw marriage with. This is somebody that even if you don't believe in marriage, you saw in that, lifelong commitment with this person. And this is somebody that you've poured your heart out to. You've laid your heart on your sleeve. All of those little cliches that people use to describe the situation. You've offered this person love, and things still are just not working. The person is not coming around as quickly as you could. For some reason, there is a separation between the two of you at the moment, and you want to close that gap. You want to bring the both of you back together. Okay, and your partner has I'm sorry, I was just looking at these 2 cards here that kept drawing my attention. We talked about the Star and we talked about that Cup earlier. But yeah, so yeah, your partner does see you as that person who was, constantly offering this love. And it kind of feels kind of dirty, like, and I don't mean dirty as in sexy dirty. I mean dirty as in dirty and low down. That they're taking advantage of your good nature. So they use this passion and this sexuality to draw you in, and they, then they just cut you right off. They, when you don't serve the purpose, or when someone else has come along. Okay, all right. I promise I don't hate cancers. All right. I have a child that's Cancer, and my favorite niece in the whole wide world, hi Christy, is a Cancer. But this person basically uses you when there's nobody else around for them at the moment. Okay, don't let this person take advantage of you. Okay, you take on the persona as the King of Swords and separate your heart from your head, and use that Hermit energy that we had in your column earlier to actually illuminate what is going on with this person, why they would do that to you. Cut them off at the knees. Don't give them the opportunity to do that. All right, so in the obstacles, challenges, fears, and anxieties, but we see you moving away from this. We see that you are really thinking about it, but at the same time, you're hesitant. Just like this Chariot, we see the little sphinxes are sitting still, and you see the driver is ready and raring to go, and they really want to move forward. This Chariot driver is in a hurry. They want They want to get over this. They want to get past this, okay? But something, again, is holding you back. You are still attached to this person and feel that that when they were with you and they tell you all these things, it gets to you. And you feel it, and you want to experience that high, that dopamine that you receive when that person bestows their attention or their love on you at any time. It makes you feel ecstatic. It makes you feel like a goddess or a god if you're a male and that's listening to this reading, okay? But yeah, so you want to move away, and at the same time you can't. So these cards are totally opposing. This one is wanting to go when you can't, and this one is moving away. So you have to, you have to decide whether you're going to use this King of Swords energy and move away from the situation, or if you're going to stay in it, just because this person is a very addictive person. This is a person who studied you and understands you and uses you in the way that they have dissected like a frog. They've dissected your psyche, and they know exactly what to say and do to you in order to have that type of manipulation over you. Then we have the Three of Swords as well as the Eight of Pentacles. Now, yeah, your heart's been broken. You've had suspicions. Maybe this person has, other options and are continuing to do things behind your back. The best thing you can do is continue with yourself and work on yourself and move forward with your life and not put so much thought and so much of your energy in this, because the more energy that you put into worrying about this situation right here, and we all know about the law of attraction and manifestation, the more energy that you put into that, the more that you worry about that, you're actually going to create that scenario in your life. All right, now for the third and the final column, we have Lovers, and we have the Four of Cups. Okay, your partner has the Five of Cups and the Two of Cups. All right, obstacles and challenges is the Empress and the Two of Swords, and your outcome is Judgment as well as the Eight of Wands. I might pull a couple more cards just to clarify when we get towards the end. So yes, absolutely, there are new people that are going to be coming into your life, but you're still feeling obligated to this person. Each person that is offering you something, you're unsatisfied with it. It's like no one can ever compete, no one could ever compare to the love that you felt for this person, even if it was, even if you were psychologically played and they manipulated your desires and your wants and the things that you needed in a relationship. They fulfilled everything. Okay, like if it's too good to be true. All right. But so these new people that are coming into your life, these new options that are coming your way, you're feeling unsatisfied with them. I say give them a chance if you're ready, practice moving on until you're actually really good at it. So your partner is with this Two of Cups here, and we also have the Two of Cups. Okay, so this is the Five of Cups. We have two cups back here behind them. I wasn't calling this the Two of Cups. I was just pointing out that there are two cups back here. So while they're sitting there and they are pretending to you that they are missing you, this is where their heart lies. This is what they want. They want this reconciliation with whomever it was. If that person's unavailable to them, they're going to fall back onto you. They're going to come back to you, okay? It always sucks being second choice or third choice or however many is going on here, okay? But they will pretend to miss you. They will ask for that reconciliation when their true love, the one that they're missing and mourning, isn't around, all right? Now, when we look at your obstacles and challenges again, and I know this theme has come up repeatedly. I shuffle the cards right in front of you. I lay them out. I have no control over what comes out in these cards, I very, very rarely ever, ever stop a recording. I'd like to record from beginning to end, basically, because I want it to be more sincere. I want it to be more authentic, where you see the reading from beginning to end. But when we have the Empress as well as the Two of Swords coming up, I would say there's a very good chance that your nemesis is a Libra female. This is the person that possibly your person is in love with. The Two of Swords is new moon in Libra. The Empress represents Libra. This is the person they see as their twin flame or their counterpart. We can have false twin flames in our life. This person may very well be their false twin flame. You could be their false twin flame, or the person you're in love with could just be a toxic person and lead a lot of people to believe that they are their twin flame, okay? But this is the one they seem to be hung up on. This is the one that got away. This is the one that they didn't get to finish manipulating the way they wanted to. Which kind of maybe makes me believe that it might possibly be a twin flame connection between them, because you have that twin flame runner dynamic where the other person is left feeling unsatisfied or can't get through it. Because we have Judgment, okay? And there's just a lot of this energy is coming in really fast. And your person, again, by themselves and lonely, they're going to want this resurrection with you. They're going to pursue this reconciliation with you. You see the Lovers coming up out of the grave right here, okay? And you see this reconciliation, okay? We talked about this already. You can keep going back. You can keep being hurt. Situations aren't changing. As long as you keep going back, you're not going to have your growth, and you're allowing your partner not to, like when you punish a child and you send them to their room for a while to think about what they did. This person is not having enough time away from you to realize what they've done wrong and how they've mistreated you, and how they can't, go through their life, hurting people like that, which may be the very reason that this air sign, this Libra, ran from them. You got a lot of these cards about moving away, okay? All right, I'm going to pull two more cards just randomly. I'm just going to stick it in and pull this out. We got Temperance, yay. Okay, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so this both major arcana cards. This is something that you really need to put a lot of thought and energy into. This is what you need to decide. Are you getting as much as you are giving from this relationship? Do you want to stay in the relationship where your needs are not being fulfilled, where you are the one doing most of the giving? When we see this angel here, there's 2 cups. We had the 2 of cups earlier. We had the 5 of cups with the 2 cups behind them. This is a repetitive theme in your reading here. You absolutely need, love, and deserve to have someone who is on the same page as you are. And with the High Priestess, you are going to need to spend a lot of time during the next couple of weeks deciding if this is exactly where you want to. Do you want to put your life on hold for someone who is basically a player? Okay, I get it. Sometimes we're willing to put up with whatever the other person does because when they're good, they're so good, right? I get it. All right. So, Cancer, I don't hate you. That's just what I just read the cards, I do love you guys, and I'll see you here in a couple weeks, a week, with the mid-May. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway, and it's like a very special little box of goodies and stuff. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye-bye.